Now, is it true that your father did not want you to go to college? And if so, why didn't he want you to attend college?
My father, I won't say that my father did not want me to go to college. I'll say my father felt that we were just now getting old enough or big enough that we could truly help him on the farm and be of some real help. And he could visualize, I'm sure, that with the additional help that he had, that he could really have 2 or 3 good years on the farm, and he could really make money and begin to move forward on the farm. And so I won't say he didn't want me to go, but he just felt that if I stayed there and worked and helped him on the farm for a little while, that would be better. But I remember so clearly, after I'd gotten the scholarship from the United Methodist Women, my grandmother Minnie saying, she told me, she says, "You go on, honey." She says, "Don't you worry." She says, and I knew that my dad would not ever, if his mother,
yes,
my mother would not have said anything. She was the kind who felt that whatever Curtis says.
yes.
But my grandmother was a lot younger than my grandfather, and my grandfather was probably more aggressive in many ways, but my grandmother Minnie was very aggressive in very subtle ways, so she got all kinds of things done.
Well, she got you into college,
She got me into college.
That's
right.
great. And which college did you go to?
I attended Philander Smith College,
yes,
on a scholarship from the United Methodist Women, and I've just always been so grateful to the United Methodist Women, because I tell people all the time, they made me who I am.
Oh, my goodness. And I understand that you had a lot of support from your siblings in terms of generating the money, some money, to go to college.
I'll never forget, and I think it's a very kind of a story. We didn't have bus fare. Whereas I had the scholarship that was they were going to allow me to work to pay tuition, the scholarship, which would pay my tuition. But, I didn't have any money for books. I didn't have any clothes. Didn't have bus fare. Bus fare was $3.43, And I remember my sisters and brothers going out picking cotton to try and get enough money for me to, do what I had to do and get bus fare for me to get a ticket to go to Little Rock. And I'll never forget, my young brother, we picked all day, and it was just really not in the best of weather. But it was near sundown, and I remember him looking up at me not in a mean way, and he wanted to know, he says, "Do we have enough yet?" And that
that's
probably
so
stuck with me.
Yes.
More than anything ever, because I felt if I ever get through this, if I ever make it so that they can get out,
but
I'm going to do everything I can to make sure they do.
And you probably have done that, but what is so clear about that kind of camaraderie is how much they loved you and wanted you to have that opportunity.
Yes.
What a fantastic family, Dr.
Oh,
Elders.
it is.
Yes.
It is.
Oh, you are truly blessed.
I'm just so proud of every one of them. And, I'll just brag for a minute about them because out of the 8 of them, 6 of them finished college. And I tell people, tell people all the time, then the 2 who didn't have probably made more money than all the rest of us.
That is wonderful.